My oh my, how much you have grown since we last saw one another, huh? 6-7 months give or take, or should I now say a whole year? So to put it mildly, most of our consumers have stopped purchasing our wares for unspecified reasons, and our market value has plummeted to the fucking ground. I mean, are you seeing these statistics here on the screen? How the fuck did this happen? I mean, how is this possible? And what the fuck is this? How the fuck did that happen? What the fuck? But to also put it into perspective, most of our distributors have stopped giving us the ingredients we need to create our grog. But not only that, it would appear that our workers are in talk of unionizing. I mean, do you believe what you're hearing? We over at Grog Boys Enterprise value the well-being of our employees above all else.
Okay, your 5-minute break of the day is over. Back to work.
Oh man, I can't have shit in this house!
It's just beyond me. I can't comprehend why. I mean, sure, we might beat them to near death and starve them. Occasionally, we interrupt this program to shed light on some life-important holy news. Today's story: Hand the Carrot, CEO of Grog Boys Enterprise, caught money laundering. Official documents made public from the Holy Nation IRS show suspicious activity from the banking accounts of Grog Boys Enterprise, having falsified the overall income of the company and sent money to several offshore accounts in Katoon and Flats Lagoon in an attempt to avoid taxation. The Holy Lord Phoenix himself has yet to come out with a public statement regarding this matter. Holy News at Holy TV. Now, Hand the Carrot has during these past few months gotten his name plastered on every single news media platform that is out there. Personally, I know it's just a bunch of propaganda that they want to throw in to, put dirt in his name, but I can vouch personally that he has done no illegal actions.
What the fuck is this, motherfucker?
Okay, Mr. Carrot, please listen. Okay, Hand, listen. I can explain. It was never my... But yes, things have drastically changed since you last tuned in on the series. I mean, to put it quite frankly, the company itself is not doing very good overall. We are on the verge of yet another fucking bankruptcy. This will be the 5th that we have experienced in my lifetime. But that's not all. You see, the problem is also the fact that we are overstaffed to the teeth. I have no idea why Hand thought it would be a good idea to hire so many workers that he cannot afford to have on his payroll when he can barely afford his own fucking rent. What the fuck was this guy thinking? But once again, I digress. You see, the board over at Grog Boys Enterprise has come to a conclusion on how to bring the company out of bankruptcy yet again. Now, do I personally agree with the plan that the board has set in motion for the company? Can't say. I mean, yes, I do. This is a fantastic idea. I cannot wait to see how it unfolds. Help me. Now, for those of you who've been wondering, where the hell has Brian been during this past half year? He's still as fat, still as ugly, still got an ugly stash on his face, and I'm still 6'5" though. That hasn't changed whatsoever. 6'5", not 5'5". Get it right, you fuck. And to put it mildly, life has fucked me in the ass on multiple different ways. But we will not get into that now, because now, ladies and gents, I think it's a good idea to do a good old recap. Alright, so pay attention, alright? If not, I'm gonna come and find you and fucking... Hand the Carrot, an ambitious businessman, wanted to start a grog empire, so he hired some goblins and moved his ass over to the Shem. That didn't quite work out because of several factors, so instead he decided to move over to Okrans Pride. There he would start his very own distillery under a more controlled environment. However, they did face several hardships, such as starving bandits, black dragon ninjas, dust bandits, peak things, YouTube copyright claims, and river raptors. Eventually, with hard work, we managed to craft our very own grog recipe and started mass producing the products. We then shipped them out to potential buyers across the entirety of the Holy Nation. In coming days, the board decided that it was a bad idea to continue business in Okrans Pride, so they came to a conclusion. Firstly, they had to fire off any excess workers, and once that was out of the way, Hand the Carrot recruited a highly skilled task force to go and terraform a new location we could settle down in. Now, today's plan is fairly simple. We are going to relocate our base of operations from Okrans Pride to a new location. Easier said than done though, isn't it? Because remember, this is Kenshi, and things here are never easy.
What in fuck's name are you doing?
Hand had assembled a highly trained unit of adventurers known as the Scout Boys to travel out into the continent to find a new place for us to build a base. These 5 champions of Akatar were the foundation of our new business empire. Without them succeeding, the Grog Boys enterprise would fall to ruin, so we gave them enough supplies to last for a couple of days, and we sent them out on their way to fulfill their destiny and accomplish the near impossible. The journey will prove to be long and hard, and not all will survive. But I have faith that the Scout Boys will save our business and endure this quest. Now, the Scouts are tasked with firstly making it out of Okrans Pride, which starts over at our HQ in Blister Hill. From there, they're gonna make their way over to the way station at the outskirts of Shem, gotta go through Skinner's Rome and whatever stands in their way, where they can then restock on supplies at neutral grounds. Now, you might be saying, is this really the best route to travel in? Absolutely not, but for the dramatic value of the show, it definitely is. We managed to make it out of the most populated region of Okrans Pride and were quickly introduced to Skinner's Rome, a place notoriously known for Black Dragon ninjas and starving bandits. Pretty sure I spotted a couple of starving bandits, but I see now that that's more than just a couple.
The fuck is that?
There is no fucking way, what the fuck? Thankfully, even though we encountered several large groups of starving bandits, none seemed too interested in what we had in terms of equipments, and the scouts were allowed to pass by without any interference, thankfully. Okay, so we're a little under halfway now to get to the way station, so that's good. So I'm still not sure where to settle yet, if we're gonna try and do the Burning Forest, or maybe Flats Lagoon. That's where everyone keeps saying that I should settle, in terms of selling stuff. But I don't know, time will tell, but I'm kinda keen on seeing the Burning Forest. I've never been there before. After days of non-stop marching in the scorching heat of the desert with no conflicts or hinders in their path, the scouts grew sloppy and unperceptive of their surroundings. And as the scouts were fixated on speedrunning their trip, they quickly came to realize they were not alone in the desert. It was a large pack of wild bulls migrating directly towards us. It was too late for the scouts to run away. All they could do was stand frozen in place and hope they would pass without frightening them or aggravating these majestic animals. And just as they thought the wild bulls would be on their way, it happened. Nah, I'm just kidding. Super anticlimactic, wasn't it? The scouts had now officially made it out of the treacherous waters of the Holy Nation region and surpassed the bandits in Skinner's Rome. They had finally arrived within the safe walls of the way station. Now restocking of supplies and grabbing a drink was due. Villager, what do you have for sale? Okay, got some good stuff. We then noted down all the required components for a variety of electrical devices, such as wind turbines and generators for electricity, and batteries for storing all the excess power we would later produce. So we have almost everything we need. We can take a couple of components and some iron plates, but I think that should be more than enough for what we need to craft. So yeah, we're good. The scouts then proceeded to go over to the bar to fill their already starving bellies with food and alcohol. Not the most impressive assortment of goods, but it would do.
Finally, I get to eat.
We then stocked up on the most bland and low-priced food and beverages so it would last for the remainder of the journey. Our destination now was to hit the Shem and then go through the swamp and cut through to make it to the Burning Forest. So we're closing in on our destination now, but I'm not quite sure which direction we should go, if we're gonna go through the swamp to get to the Burning Forest or the Shem, because I'm pretty tired of meeting big things in the Shem, not gonna lie. And I haven't been too much in the swamp, so I'm not sure if it's too hostile, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, anyway. We had now once again returned back to where it all began, the Shem. Although our journey wasn't quite done yet, our plan was to cross through the swamp and then reach it into the Burning Forest in an attempt to avoid any dust or starving bandits. What was planned to be a simple in and out quickly became a living nightmare for the scouts. You see, Carrot Bob, being a living robotic duplicate of Hand the Carrot, knew how to deal with bandits or any lesser wild animals like bone dogs or bulls. However, he knew something was stalking them. Echoing sounds of death and suffering vibrated throughout the dense tree line. What was following us? It was close by, observing, stalking. You'd think blood spiders or maybe the band of bones were the most dangerous threats in the swamp. But no, you are indeed wrong. It's a much more sadistic creature, a heartless and hell-bent monster that eats you while you're still alive and toys with your corpse. As it watches you become fixated on where you thought it was prowling, it strikes. Surviving a Big Thing attack unscathed is near impossible, but surviving without a single scratch, now that means you're using cheats. However, the encounter wasn't that scary, so here's how it went. As the scouts entered the butthole-smelling swamp, we quickly realized that something was indeed following us from the shadows.
Get your fucking dog, bitch!
It don't bite.
Yes, it do!
And after a tiny scuffle, nearly losing all members of the party, Carrotbot beat the living shit out of that ugly! Carrotbot started patching up all his teammates who were now practically handicapped after the encounter with the beak thing. So now all that remained to see was if the whole expedition would fall to ruin because of this one event, which was practically caused because of the fucking fat-ass cheeks that Foot has that was so loud it attracted the nearby fucking wildlife. Carrotbot then wrapped up his surgery, and it would now appear that the situation was at least moderately under control. How the fuck did this even happen to begin with? I have no idea. So considering everyone in the party except for the fucking robot midget got wrecked beyond repair, I mean, alright, fuck it. I'm making a small campsite, and we're just gonna wait out the storm, speed up the recovery process, I guess. Because if another attack happens now, I'm simply bolting the fuck out of here with Carrotbot, and the series ends. Jesus. So Carrotbot proceeded to make a small semi-camouflaged campsite with some bedrolls and a small fire. This has to be the most bleak and depressing campsite I've seen in a video game.
What the fuck?
So I think the second these people are capable of walking again, then we just bolt the fuck out of here. I'm not keen on staying here for too long, and personally... Oh, spaghetti's up. Okay, nice. I mean, they've trained for this in the simulations, okay? If you're too weak to stand, you get left behind. It's that simple. I'm not risking the entirety of the budget of this fucking series, okay? Well, at least I can't see or hear anything out there, so that's a positive side, at least. The two now remaining conscious members had hidden themselves within the surrounding vegetation, becoming almost completely invisible to the naked eye. I mean, theoretically speaking, we could just leave Vest behind to get eaten by beak things while we continue on with the mission, but I'm not sure that's the brightest idea. Better have really good fucking healthcare because we at Grog Boys Enterprises are not entitled to paying your medical bill. Yeah. There on the wet, stinky, rotten floor laid Vest, and after not too long, she started slowly showing signs of her overall health improving. Alright, I think she's good enough to travel now. I mean, if one pebble touches her, she would collapse again. Pack it up, fellas, pack it up. We are leaving. Alright, well, we're now ready to get the fuck out of this shithole, so I say we just march on out of here now at full speed. Let's go. So we're closing in on the border now by the burning forest. It's still like a small run to get there, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, if anything, we can just dump a member, like Foot, and just pray that they are fixated on his big ass instead of ours. Yep. That's the plan for now, at least. Thankfully, the scouts managed to survive the swamp. Was it pure luck or the blessing of Hand the Carrot above? I don't know, and I frankly don't give a shit. I'm just happy that everyone survived, and we will never be returning to the swamps. Now we're off to the burning forest, so yeah, I'm fucking out of this place. Where's my whiskey sour? The fuck was that?
Hey, you. Subscribe to Brian.
Having now finally reached the lush woodlands that is the burning forest, our plan was to scope out the majority of the region and then conclude where we were going to build our new outpost. Our plan for now was to scope out the entirety of the eastern region of the forest. Future Brian here, that's a fucking terrible idea. So some people warned me that the burning forest is kind of not a good place to settle in, especially because of the aggressive wildlife that's here. But I mean, fucking aren't there bad shit everywhere? Plus, it's looking pretty green and vibrant right now, so I'm vibing with this. Definitely vibing with this. Our hopes of finding a suitable location quickly dwindled as we noticed how barren the forest really was. But not only that, but after having avoided any complications, the scouts stumbled upon a fat pack of blood spiders. Thankfully, though, the scouts weren't noticed. What the? So the thing about the burning forest, which a lot of people don't take into account, me included because I didn't fucking know about it, so yeah, is the fact that not only are there blood spiders everywhere, but the rain is fucking acidic. It burns off your foreskin, hence the name the burning forest, I take it. But regardless, I quickly observed the fact that our employees were dying to this acidic rain, being literally burnt alive. How did I not foresee such cataclysmic events happening with my very own eyes? Well, because I'm borderline fucking retarded.
Acid rain feed cover.
After quickly realizing we didn't have enough time to scout out the entirety of the eastern region of the forest, we went further inland in search of a suitable place to make a temporary shelter. Considering half our team was slowly burning to death, but also being unconscious because of the beak things, we were running out of time. And that's when we spotted it. After wandering the warm, scorching deserts, the acidic rain, and fighting off monstrous creatures to stay alive, we found what we believed to be a fitting location to set up shop. It was perfect, a large oval-shaped clearing with rocks surrounding its base like a lush apple pie. It would be perfect for the plants we had in store, a suitable place to start a new life.
This location fits well with the parameters given to us by Hand the Carrot, even though it smells like dog shit here.
We quickly got to work setting up our new base of operations, as there was a lot of work to be done in a very short time span. So I'm pretty keen on this place. It feels like a good location to build, but it's also a nice place in terms of like fortifications. It's pretty flat, which is nice always. I just hope no one dies before we manage to finish up this building. So let's just speed it up by having as many people as we can work on this. Oh my god, these guys are really hanging on by a thread, aren't they? Our primary objective was to find a new suitable location, which we had now found, and our secondary objective was to build an outpost, which we were also just starting to do. Then again, like I said before a million times, this is Kenshi, and things here never go according to plan, and the devs have made it their goal to fuck you over at every corner. So here's how that went. After building the foundation of our new house, we quickly realized we were intruding on someone else's turf. You guessed it, none other than the fucking leeching blood spiders. Whoa, what the fuck? However, thankfully, through the power of God or whoever watches from above, yeah, I safe scummed. Okay, I did it. I safe scummed. What are you gonna do, sue me? Huh? I've done it once. It is justifiable. And I will stand my We managed to construct the outpost without too much interference of the blood spiders, and we now got to work on constructing electricity, so we could power up our defenses and our other electronic needs, such as our Nintendo 64 and our Google Chromecast. Very important essentials. So apparently Carrotbot doesn't take any damage when out in acid rain, so that's a relief. At least now we can have one individual who works outside constantly 24/7. Without, wait, what the fuck? As we spent more time getting to know our surroundings, it quickly became apparent that the burning forest might not be the best place to actually settle in. The wildlife is too competitive, the natural climate is poisonous to humans, and there isn't really any places to trade nearby. But we were adamant on trying to make this work out, and if it didn't, Abby would come and cut off our fucking balls. But then we quickly realized that we couldn't grow certain crops in the area due to the soggy, moldy, stinky terrain, so yeah. With blood spiders constantly visiting us, we realized we were holding out for hope that wasn't even there to begin with, so Carrotbot sent out a tweet to Hand the Carrot, informing him of the situation, and he agreed that moving would be the best course of action. So our haven quickly turned into a living nightmare. So all that was left to do now was simply pack up all our shit and hit the road yet again. So the burning forest has so far sucked ass. I'm not completely sure if I want to move completely away from the region, because honestly I'm tired of relocating. And if we don't settle anywhere soon, most of these people will die anyway of starvation, so you know, that's great. After running around desperately searching for a new place to settle, we came across the region known as the High Bone Fields. Now, at first glance, it might look like a barren butthole, but we saw this as a golden opportunity. Okay, the water here is mediocre, and the fertility is pretty fucking high. No minerals in close vicinity, though, but I mean, it's pretty close by. It's doable, I think. It's doable. Alright, let's have a look at what the crops have to say about this, though. That's the big question. Oh, holy shit! Did I just see 100%? 100%? That is fucking good, my guy. Holy shit, that's pretty decent. That's a good sign. However, I think maybe us going a bit further inland instead of staying on the mainland road would be a good idea. Optionally. I don't know. I just don't like sticking to the roads, personally. There's a nice little inlet here, too, so that's good. While I still have your utmost attention, would you be interested in joining my Discord channel? Link in the description. Check it out if you're a cool guy or gal. You heard it here first. Yeah. After contemplating the most suitable spot for our storm house, we concluded on building it right next to the tiny inlet, giving us a good source of water. We then needed to find the perfect location where we could put down our storm house, and after looking around for a tiny bit, we came to a conclusion that it would be right next to this big old fucking rock. I don't know, there's just something satisfying of putting it next to a rock. I really don't know why, but yeah, I'm feeling it, dude. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling this. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go. It's down. I'm telling you, if we get ambushed by blood spiders again, I will uninstall this game and end this series right now. I'm so fucking tired of continuously rebuilding this ugly-ass storm house over and over again. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, the storm house is finished, so everyone get your fucking asses indoors, lock the door, go to bed. Fucking hell. Alright, we gotta hook up some electricity up here and get our harpoon turrets up ASAP. You know, I'm not risking becoming a fucking sex slave for slavers today, okay? Plus, I'm in the mood. Aw, would you look at that? Look! They're there again! We then built a small sleeping station where people could rest up and regain their strength before the coming days. Because trust me, these coming days are gonna be hard. And there is a lot of work to be done around these parts, cowboy, let me tell you that. The next day, we started working on the defenses of the outpost, making a couple of high external walls so we could keep ourselves in and any unwanted guests out of our base. This is crucial for making a successful base in Kenshi. So for now, I'm thinking one turret on the house is enough, personally. The others can just repair the door while one shoots, and then afterwards we can start stacking them up on the walls and stuff when we get more supplies, because we're out. Well, my calculations were wrong because it would appear that we have technically built our base in the burning forest, so... We then constructed a small water well so we could both fetch fresh water, but also so we could dispose of corpses down by throwing them down the fucking well. We also managed to construct the first segment of our wall, while Carrotbot was hard at work constructing the machine gun turret that would plow down anyone who dared trespass on our land. Hell yeah, brother.
Why on earth would I be programmed with self-awareness? It fucking sucks.
So I also found out that hivers don't take any damage from acid rain, meaning that either Carrotbot or Spaghetti are gonna be the designated snipers of the crew. So that's good. At least that way we have online turret support 24/7 so we can get protection from online raids, am I right? Alright, so the compound is starting to look pretty good. Alright, there's still a lot of work to be done, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy with the progress we've made. We're about maybe 1/3 into the construction of our walls, and our defenses should be up in not too long. Oh wait, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Again? Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. Spaghetti? Spaghetti? Fuck. Why isn't he shooting? Spaghetti? Spaghetti, do your job, bro. Do your job, bro. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna block, and then Spaghetti. Oh! Get shit on! Another day, another dollar, baby. Life feels good right now. But you know what? I really need to take a shit. You strike me as a smart guy or gal. You hit that subscribe button, right? You did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're smart. You're smart enough to do it, right? Yeah, you did. You did click it, right? Yeah, surely you did. Because if not, I'm gonna find you, and I'm actually gonna fucking kill. I would like to thank you so much for sticking by and watching the new installment of the Grog Saga series. I know it has been a while since I have been in front of the camera. I have been very busy with a lot of things. It hasn't just been pure boredom or me being lazy as to why I haven't gotten around doing this shit. To put it mildly, like I said before, life has fucked me in the ass, but that is something you will hear about at another time. I would like to take the time to firstly thank all of my Patreons who stuck by throughout this half-year hiatus. Thanks to you guys, we are inches away from finally being able to afford professional lighting and not that fucking thing up there, whatever the fuck that is. Jesus Christ. But with that said, you are probably wondering, what's gonna happen on the next episode of the Grog Saga? Well, okay, just for you, this is a secret. I'm gonna show you a tiny little teaser, alright? Play the clip.
Look to my coming at first light on the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east.
It's all best get the fuck out of my compound, you fucking...
Pretty sure she's the most normal looking teammate we have.
この命ある限り戦い続ける我ら戦に準ずるは本望なり